All right, let's get right into it. Today we're taking a close look at the top sea freight forwarders in China.
So if you're importing anything from China, you know this feeling, right? You start looking for a logistics partner, and the list of options is just endless. It's honestly pretty overwhelming, and picking the wrong one, yeah, that can be a seriously costly mistake.
But hey, don't worry, that's exactly why we're here. This whole explainer is designed to cut right through all that noise and help you pinpoint the perfect forwarder for what your business actually needs.
And to do that, we're not just guessing. We're going straight to the source and breaking down a really comprehensive guide that does a deep dive on all the major players in the industry.
So you might be wondering, how is this list even put together? Well, the guide's authors say it's all based on two things: real customer feedback and their own professional industry research. Now, full transparency here, and it's important to know this, the authors, a company called DDP Chain, actually placed their own company at number 1. We're going to report on their findings exactly as they're presented.
Okay, let's kick things off with our first category, the Handle Everything experts. This group is for anyone out there who just wants to hand over the keys to the whole shipping process and know with total confidence that it's all taken care of.
And the key term you gotta know here is DDP. It stands for Delivered Duty Paid. Honestly, you can just think of it as the gold standard for a totally hands-off shipping experience. It means your forwarder manages every single step, from the factory in China through all the tricky customs paperwork and taxes, all the way to your front door. It's the ultimate easy button. So like we mentioned, the guide's top pick is DDP Chain. And it makes sense because their entire business model is built around this DDP service. They're really positioned as the go-to for any business that needs that complete end-to-end management. But here's what really caught my eye. They promise 24/7 VIP support. That's a huge deal in this industry and a major differentiator. Coming in right alongside them is DDPCH. They actually market themselves as a hero in China for importers. Now, they also offer really solid DDP services, but they've carved out a niche focusing on small businesses and Amazon sellers. And a key feature that really makes them stand out, they've got super flexible payment options like PayPal and Alipay, which is a total game changer for smaller, growing companies.
All right, next up, let's pivot to our second category, the specialists. These are the folks you call when you're not just shipping standard boxes, when you have really unique or very specific cargo needs.
First in this group is Bansar. If you're trying to ship something massive or just awkwardly shaped, think construction equipment, vehicles, that kind of thing, this is their absolute sweet spot. They specialize in out-of-gauge and roll-on/roll-off cargo. But check this out. This is a brilliant touch. They actually send you photos and videos of your container being loaded. Talk about peace of mind.
Next, we have ET International Logistics. Now, their specialty isn't about what you're shipping, it's about where you're shipping it. They have a deep, strong focus on markets in Africa and South Asia. So the bottom line is, if your business is targeting growth in places like Ethiopia or Bangladesh, having their local teams on the ground could be a massive advantage. Now think for a second about the old, traditional way of getting a shipping quote. You send an email, you wait, you follow up, you wait some more. It can literally take days. Well, one company looked at that process and said, nope, that's broken. And what was their solution? It was technology. Technology that can scan, get this, over 500,000 global freight rates in real time, instantly.
And that company is iContainers. You can think of them as the digital disruptor of the group. They built an AI-driven platform that gives you a quote right away, turning a process that took days into something that takes just a few seconds. This is clearly built for the modern tech-savvy shipper who values speed and transparency above all else.
Okay, our final category is a big one because it's for a world that is just exploding right now, the e-commerce and Amazon FBA pros. These forwarders live and breathe the fast-paced world of online retail.
I love this slide because it shows how two key players tackle this space differently. On the left, you've got Winsky Freight. They're absolute masters of LCL. That's less than container load. It's perfect for smaller e-commerce businesses that aren't quite shipping full containers yet. Then on the right, you have Shenzhen Fly Logistics. They're playing a whole different game. Their strength is in their massive overseas warehouses. We're talking 200,000 square feet that they own in the US and UK. This makes them an amazing fit for dropshippers or anyone who needs fulfillment services like handling returns and relabeling.
And then you've got Sino Shipping. They are the seasoned veterans of the group.
With over 35 years in the game and a staggering annual volume, they're that reliable, experienced all-arounder that can easily handle the needs of both huge e-commerce sellers and more traditional global companies.
So, wow, we have covered a ton of ground. The big question now is, how do you actually choose? Well, let's take everything we've talked about and boil it down into a simple, actionable tool.
Okay, this checklist right here is your cheat sheet. It's super simple. Just look at that first column and find the statement that sounds most like you. If you're thinking, just handle everything for me, please, then you need a DDP specialist. Go look at DDP Chain or DDP-CH. If you're shipping smaller e-commerce orders, LCL experts like Winsky Freight should be your first call. Need storage and fulfillment overseas? That's Shenzhen Fly Logistics. Shipping a giant piece of machinery? That's Banzar. And if you want quotes right now, you go to iContainers. This is your roadmap.
So here's the most important point to end on. The best freight forwarder doesn't actually exist. There's only the one that is the absolute best fit for you. So looking at all these different profiles, which one is really built to solve your specific business challenges?